Hello. Please hit like button and subscribe my channel. Also press bell icon for future video notifications. Thanks.
A new study from researchers at MIT uncovers the kinds of infrastructure improvements that would make the biggest difference in increasing the number of electric cars on the road, a key step toward reducing greenhouse gas emissions from transportation. The researchers found that installing charging stations on residential streets, rather than just in central locations such as shopping malls, could have an outsized benefit. They also found that adding on high-speed charging stations along highways and making supplementary vehicles more easily available to people who need to travel beyond the single charge range of their electric vehicles could greatly increase the vehicle electrification potential. The findings are reported today in the journal Nature Energy, in a paper by MIT Associate Professor of Energy Studies Jessika Trancik, graduate student Wei Wei, postdoc Sankaran Ramakrishnan, and former doctoral student Zachary Needell SM 15, PhD 18. The researchers developed a new methodology to identify charging solutions that would conveniently fit into people's daily activities. They used data collected from GPS tracking devices in cars, as well as survey results about people's daily driving habits and needs, including detailed data from the Seattle area and more general data from the U.S. as a whole. Greatly increasing the penetration of electric cars into the personal vehicle fleet as a central feature of climate mitigation policies at local, state, and federal levels, Trancik says. A goal of this study was to better understand how to make these plans for rapid vehicle electrification a reality, she adds. In deciding how to prioritize different kinds of improvements in vehicle charging infrastructure, she says, the approach that we took methodologically was to emphasize building a better understanding of people's detailed energy-consuming behavior, throughout the day and year. To do that, we and from there were able to look at when and where they would be able to charge without interrupting their daily travel activities. The team looked at both regular daily activities and the variations that occur over the course of a year. The longitudinal view is important for capturing the different kinds of trips that a driver makes over time, so that we can determine the kinds of charging infrastructure needed to support vehicle electrification, Wei says. While the vast majority of people's daily driving needs can be met by the range provided by existing lower-cost electric cars, as Trancik and her colleagues have reported, there are typically a few times when people need to drive much farther. Or, they may need to make more short trips than usual in a day, with little time to stop and recharge. These high-energy days, as the researchers call them, when drivers are consuming more than the usual amount of energy for their transportation needs, may only happen a handful of times per year, but they can be the deciding factor in people's decision-making about whether to go electric. Even though battery technology is steadily improving and extending the maximum range of electric cars, that alone will not be enough to meet all drivers' needs and achieve rapid emissions reductions. So, addressing the range issue through infrastructure is essential, Trancik says. The highest capacity batteries tend to be the most expensive, and are not affordable to many, she points out, so getting infrastructure right is also important from an equity perspective. Being strategic in placing infrastructure where it can be most convenient and effective, and making drivers aware of it so they can easily envision where and when they will charge, could make a huge difference, Trancik says. There are various ways to incentivize the expansion of such charging infrastructures, she says. There's a role for policymakers at the federal level, for example, for incentives to encourage private sector competition in this space, and demonstration sites for testing out, through public-private partnerships, the rapid expansion of the charging infrastructure. State and local governments ca. Please support my channel to grow by pressing subscribe button and the bell icon. We will notify you technological news. Thank you.